Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. It is I, or Expert, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Grand Cross. What do I mean playing? I mean account reviewing. Obviously, I was probably going to postpone it, to be honest, because this video is going to come out the day that Liz drops on Global. But I don't think I'm a summon for the character, I'm going to be honest. I might. She is probably going to be a seasonal unit in some way, shape, or form. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But till then, we're here. So we're going to pre-record this one before the update actually drops and see what we got here. And it's account review time. We're on Yu's account, aka Yu-chan, for Grand Cross Asia server, by the way. And also for those who are on JP, yes, I can review JP accounts. I've done one before. I have it all set up, so if I do get JP accounts, I am able to review them. That being said, I'm going into this account very, very interested. This might be one of those like Giga Whale accounts because, as you can see, 3,000 gems is fucking insane, and 600,000 gold is kind of crazy. So I'm assuming this is a whale account, like a big whale account. I'm going into this knowing that he's been playing since June of 2021, so he's a long time player. Let me actually look here. Let me go to Hawk, right? And then not a Hawk, it's Liz. I'm tripping. You got Badly Liz. Okay. How many days have you logged in? Only 1,600. Okay, so I've logged in more than him. I like that. I'm almost at 2,000 total. But 1,600 ain't bad. So yeah, he's been playing since 2021. No on and off kind of things that I know about. But I'm interested to see what's going on here. The only thing I know going in is that he has Cardinal Helbram, aka the top 100 Helbram, who is terrible. Anyways, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subs. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm very excited. Either this is going to be a good, crazy whale account, or this is going to be the worst account of all time. Only one way to find out. 16.9? Okay. 16.9, not bad at all. I can understand why he would be up here. This makes perfect sense. And you're missing a few LRs. You're missing 3? You're missing 3. You're missing Griamore, Hauser, and who? You're missing one more. I just can't tell. Hold on. I'm actually a little blind, so I don't remember who they are. You're missing 2 or 3. I don't know. You're missing Hauser, yes. You're missing Griamore, yes. Oh, so you're only missing 2. I guess it's just me then. I don't know. Anyways, but I mean, shit, I'm already down here. You're only missing a few characters in total. Like, your account is very similar to mine in a sense. But at the same time, you have a lot of... No, you have all your characters SA1, except for your suicide units. You're one of those guys, huh? Yikes. Suicide units are... to me. But, you know, do what you want. I'm not your father, not your parent. But, you know, running suicide units in the big 2025 is so not even fun. It's insane. But you have every character level 90 minimum, and you also have every character SA1 at the least. So, automatically, that's a pretty good, you know, stepping stone, because I don't even have every character level 90, let alone SA1. I do, however, have every character except for the top 100 characters, and then on top of that, I do have, like, you know, all the cosmetics and shit from OG collabs. So this does make a fair amount of sense here. But you're not missing anyone important except for Varghese if you're trying to run a Fortnite team on PvP. But I'm pretty sure the team's already shit, like outdated. It was around for like fun purposes. It did not amount to any actual meta until we get a Fortnite's backline. But for now, yeah, this makes perfect sense. Let's see here. Let's go about your gear. See what we're working with. And then everyone looks to be HP defense. Yes. Attack crit on Marmus is crazy. Why? Why does he have attack crit? I mean, I guess. I don't even think he does damage. I don't think he has an attack card. But yeah, attack crit for sure. Attack crit Lily is kind of crazy. Everyone else seems to be accurate. You know, outdated units deserve to be, you know, HP defense. Attack crit on Merlin. Okay. Sure. Attack crit on Rimuru. You know, ambitious. Too bad Rimuru doesn't do damage even after this interestingly worded holy relic that he got. But let me see here. It is, you are. Do you have 2 attack crits on you? Okay, that makes sense then. HP defense and attack crit, that makes perfect sense for Rimuru. And speaking of which, do you have his cosmetics? You don't. Damn. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. But you have OG Rimuru, so you've at least been playing for, you know, the 2021, as you said. Then, well, so do you have... I don't think you have Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things was... No, Stranger Things was a 2021 collab. Or 2022. But I don't see any Stranger Things characters looking at this list. And then, yeah, no outlandish gear sets. Everyone is properly geared. HP defense, attack crit. HP lifesteal is kind of crazy. So, the reason this is crazy to me is... Okay, also, Representative Hero Gelda. Cool. That makes my life a whole lot easier. 1 second. Let me just research purpose or farm this. And it's like nothing happened. Okay. Yeah, HP crit or HP life still works. But the thing about it is, if you don't know, Green Gelda scales off of how much lifesteal she has for the stats she gives to demon allies. She doesn't need lifesteal gear to max out her passive. Like, she doesn't. And then, like it's not relevant. Because now she's sitting at, what, 30% plus the 15%. That shouldn't... You don't need 15% to max out her passive. It's actually pointless. Because her gear, her cosmetic, does most of the lifesteal for you. But I mean, hey, if you do what you want, you do what you want. But yeah. And there also is a hard cap limit to how much lifesteal, how much stats she's getting from the lifesteal itself. But that's besides the point. Do what you want. Everyone else seems pretty fine. Triple defense DK. Again, if he's 1/6, it's useless. 2/6, I can understand triple defense, because that 2/6 is actually, you know, usable. I still wouldn't recommend it, but, you know, it is what it is. Especially if you have, like, extra sets, right? Yeah, attack, crit, HP defense. So this is fine. You have the extra sets for it. You can switch it around if you want to. I still wouldn't recommend even wasting UR pendants on that shit, but do what you want. HP crit. That's probably the weirdest set I've seen so far, except for the Gelda one. And then everyone else is HP defense or attack crit, respectively. Okay, so all the gear sets are good. You have a majority of the characters. Now let me look at your view all real quick, because I don't see Stranger Things and I don't see other views. So what collapse did you miss? Oof. You don't have Beatrice, you don't have Stranger Things, you don't have KOF. Or all the KOF. That kind of sucks, brother. But it is what it is. It can be helped sometimes. Especially with collabs. It's all time gated. So, unfortunately, you just started the game too late. Now, I am curious. No. Yeah, you definitely buy it. No. You still have the first purchase bonus for tickets. Are you free to play? Are you free to play? Like, 3,000 gems is believable. I can 100% believe getting this many gems free to play if you skip every banner except for festivals and like collabs that are actually good. I can believe you got 3,000 gems, but like, let me see here. Do you have Tristan, right? Let me look at your Tristan banner since we're here. You did a rotation, or you looks like you did a rotation because you do have Tristan. And then let me see here about your characters here. 6/6 Escanor, everyone else is low duped. Most people here are high duped. You're still missing, you know, 2 randoms there. I mean, I can believe this has a free to play account for sure. It's kind of hard to tell though. Let's see here. Let me go deep dive a little bit. What about your claim history? No bundles? Okay, claim history. Nothing. I mean, on paper, it looks like you're very much free to play. So this is interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to confirm with you if you are or not. Because even though it says like first purchase bonus and then your claim history is empty, there's ways to get around that. That's why, like, when people say like, oh, look at the claim history and oh, see if you got the ticket. Those aren't the only ways to confirm if someone's free to play. There are ways around it to make it seem like you're free to play. But this is realistically, it's idealistic in the ballpark of free to play. If you skip every banner except for festivals, and you skip every banner except for collabs, and you also log in daily, get all the gems possible, this is very possible. And if you're like champ 1 every week, yeah, you can definitely accomplish this. So let me see here. Where's your Tristan? Because I didn't actually get the good look at him. Where's he sitting at here? 67k. Let's see. No cosmetics. And then he's also 1/6. So you pitied him because you definitely did a rotation on the banner. Okay. Well, everything so far is looking good. Let me look at your comic class. Let's see who your high CC character is. Let's see if you're min-maxing Lancelot or Thor. And right now you got Lancelot at 75. That's pretty decent. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Like, this might be pure free-to-play then, right? Yeah, you got the free-to-play apps. And you don't have the Labyrinth outfit yet. You should probably work on that. The Labyrinth outfit's pretty good for stats. It is, like, a better statted piece than, like, one of his outfits. I don't remember which one, though. But, yeah. Get that Labyrinth outfit. He'll probably get the 75.8-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. And then Yeah, everyone else seems pretty low. 75 is your high CC. So yeah, you might actually just be free to play, which is pretty impressive. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at your ult levels since we're here. Sort by ults. Let's see what you got over here that's impressive. Most of your units are 6.6, or most of your LRs are 6.6. 2.6 Milim is pretty good. 2.6 Rimmer is unfortunate. Anyone worth in the 6.6 department? Doesn't look like it. Escanor, Balder, sure. Everyone else seems pretty, you know, explainable for 6.6. Okay, I'm just getting a bunch of invites. Relax. Tarmiel, cool. You do have a decent amount of 6.6 characters, so you can definitely show that you've been playing for a while. Like, you have a lot of random 6.6 characters, which is something like most people don't have, which is the random 6.6 units. Those are what usually dictates how long someone's been playing. Especially if like yours, for example. You have a pretty long list of 6.6 characters, and not all of them are just Rs and SRs. They're like relatively not so common characters on banners. So you've been here for a while for sure. And then you'll have a 6.6 Percival. You just haven't gave him the dupe, which is unfortunate. And then 4.6 Terry is kind of wild. That's actually crazy. And then everything else seems pretty fine. 3.6 Thor is unfortunate. 2.6 Demon King, yeah. 2.6. You have a copy for Rimuru? Why are you saving it? Why are we saving copies for Rimuru and Levi and Darkness and Narabel? So you just don't use your collab coins? What the fuck are we doing? And you have a fuckload of them. Now I have to see. I have to. Because there's one thing very wrong with this. And I'm just gonna find out here. There's 22 coins at 191. Is it gonna show here? It's not gonna show in this category because it's not a real coin. Ah, that's annoying as hell. So I'm not gonna be able to actually see it. Ugh, that's fucking stupid. That's really stupid. But point is, right? Doing what he's doing is very dumb. It's retarded. It's very stupid because collab coins do not transfer over to the next collab. What I mean by that, right? If you have a collab coin for Milla, right? She was part 1 of Slime. Part 1 Slime collab coins do not transfer over to part 2 or part 3 or beyond that scope. Those coins do not transfer over to the next character. They just don't. That's not how that works. So saving all your collab coins for characters you don't use or characters that aren't meta anymore is very dumb. It's very dumb. So how many collab coins do you have? There's one here. I mean, I can't really look at all of them. Hold on. I'm gonna have to like go over to your collabs menu, which is not racist. It's characteristics game. And then let's see here. Like, you're throwing 2 coins for Levi. Okay, cool. That's useless. 2 coins for Rimuru. Okay. 1 coin for Darkness. Okay. 1 coin for Narabel. Sure. 1 coin for Yuri. Okay. 3 coins for Bam. You can 5-6 Bam, who is the best PvE character in the game, and you won't. No, you can 4-6 him because you're 1-6. Yeah, this is stupid. This is by far the easiest, dumbest thing I've seen on this account. These characters, it just, what are we doing? 3-6? Brother, your collabs have the potential to be more duped than like a good proportion of the community, and we're not doing it for some reason. And again, your collab coins do not transfer over to the next part of that IP. That's not how that works. That's never been how it works. So I genuinely don't know what you're doing here. Do you at least have their holy relics? And they're all enhanceable. So you do for 4 and stuff, but you just haven't put them into anyone. Your storage is gonna scare me. Okay. So going in, right? Overall with this the units of this account so far. Because, you know, we have a criteria to keep up. This is a good account. It's a great account, even. Most people would, I wouldn't say kill for this account. It's nothing crazy or anything crazy high tier. It's just a good box CC with a lot of relevant units on it. But it's nothing insane, right? Because most of the relevant units he has on his account are low duped, which is obtainable for anybody. Other than his collab dupes. I don't know what the fuck that's about. So, when it comes to the CC of this account versus how long you've been playing, 17 mil is pretty good. So, for the CC purposes, I'll give you like a solid 8. Or actually not even. I'll give you a 9. Because it's almost perfect. Because considering that you may or may not be free to play, and I'm leaning on the side that you are free to play, then that's pretty impressive CC as a free to play. So I'll give you a 9. Because I can't give you a 10. That's just not realistic. Especially since I know free to plays that are higher than me in CC, and I'm almost at 18 mil. So if you're higher than me, because I've been playing since day one. I time my shit very weirdly, and my box is fake. But if you are higher the CC than me at free to play, then I'll give you that 10 out of 10. But when you played as much as you have, which is June of 2021, your words, not mine, this is impressive, but it's not the most impressive thing I've seen versus how long someone's been playing. So a 9 is pretty fair. And then when it comes to your units, I'm honestly going to score you a little low. Because yes, you have all your units. Yes, they're all geared correctly except for like 2 or 3, which is very respectable. And yes, you're not missing that many characters. And the characters you are missing aren't that important. But the collab coin's killing me. They're just killing me for this account. This account would be perfect, but for some reason we're hoarding collab coins that mean dick all nothing when the collab comes back. And you've been playing long enough to know that. You should know that. I don't know why we're holding on to these coins. Like, hold on. One thing. Like, if I super awaken, does the coin show up? They should, right? They should, right? Yeah, like, what the fuck is this? What is this? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This isn't a flex. It's actually a waste of time. And again, the coins don't transfer over. You're not gonna get the new Shield Hero character just because you have like 3 Shield Hero coins from part 1. That's not how that works. There's a reason that they take away collab Holy Relic boxes before they drop the collab. In the update, there's usually a little notice that says, okay, if you have any collab Holy Relic boxes, they're all gonna be deleted before the update comes out. So you have to farm them normally. Same thing with coins. That's a thing. I don't know how you missed that, but that is a thing. If you have OG collab coins, they will not work. And they won't work because they are different coins. Completely different coins. It's hard to explain it because you can't see it here. But for example, part 1 Slime has Millum, OG Rimuru, and Slime Rimuru, whatever. When they were on the banner, those are Slime Rimuru coins. But part 2 and part 3 of Slime, they were different coins. They were not Slime Rimuru coins, they were just Rimuru coins. Or like different variations of Slime Rimuru. I don't actually remember, it's been a while. So you cannot use these coins to dupe into another collab character. Don't know why the fuck you're saving these coins. I'm just being honest. It's the stupidest thing I've seen. And it's a very bad mistake because you're missing out on at least 5,000 CC just from that little screen right here. So I'm going to give you a 7 for units. It's still decent, but it's not perfect. If you had your dupes in, I would give you like an 8, maybe even a 9. But no, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen from a high mil account that's been playing the game for a while. You should know this. That's common knowledge. You like, what are we doing? So, getting out of that little ballpark, moving on from there, we have no Beatrice, so that's automatically a 0 for that. And then you also are on your Pride Constellation, so you get 6 points for Constellation, obviously, and then you get 0 points for Beatrice for just not owning her. And now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and move on from here and go look at your teams. So what are we looking at here? Are your teams valid? Because it's okay. I should probably explain this a little bit better for the teams portion of the videos. And when I look at teams and when I rate them on my rubric, it's usually like 3 things that this falls under. If your teams are A, not repeating characters, so like you have 4 human teams that do the exact same shit. B, the naming of your teams actually makes sense to the content that the team is for. And C, if your teams are, you know, just actual fucking teams, not just, I'm gonna use Meliodas with Shin and freaking Rimuru because, yeah, like those are the 3 things I look for when it comes to teams. So going into this, I hope to see something of, you know, an actual setup from a 16 mil rep. So far, you know, human team, that is a human team for sure. Is it a good one? But it works. Goddess team, sure, for 4v4, I guess. Demon team, yes, for 4v4. Unknowns, we're retarded. The 2 of the 4 characters on this team are not unknowns. This is a Ragnarok team. Okay. OG for what? What is this for? This is not an OG team. What meth are you smoking? What? Because when Valenti was meta, Lost Vein was not. Valenti's meta team was with Merlin and Sario. What is this? Okay. I didn't know mono was never ever relevant even in PvP. So I don't know what OG that. I don't know what's OG about that. Fairy team, yeah, that's standard. Giant team, again, this makes sense. This one's actually correct. But having them both in giants and unknowns is not the play. Unknowns again, that's cool. Okay. Team 9, 10, and we just okay. 11. Knighthood, sure. This is for the old guild boss. Changed. This team sucks for Einik. Einik is abysmal. I fucking hate fighting that thing. But yeah. Gold Farm, you use this team. I'm not gonna say too much, but video coming soon in regards to something that's on the screen. Video's coming soon. And I will say, this is not the fastest team. Not even close. Affection? I don't know. I have no idea. No, this is Affection. So what the fuck is this? Whatever. And then it goes back. Okay. Teams are okay so far. Your death matches, standard stuff. Standard stuff. Sure, it works. Why are we still using Zaratros and Jericho? I respect the Zaratros. I really do. I love Zaratros for Belmoth. I don't know why we're using Jericho. OG Demon, valid. Original Demon 368, pretty good. Okay. Okay. So team so far, I'll give it like a. I also give it like a 7. I mean, it's not perfect, so it's not a 10. It's not great because I'm not seeing anything that's like mind breaking me or anything like that. So it's a 9. And I'm also seeing like just a bunch of same old shit, nothing crazy. So yeah, except for that OG team. I don't know what you were cooking there. So for teams, I'll say like a solid 7. And then you also just have empty teams. At 17 mil, honestly, you should have like 5 in. That's just me as an opinionated person though. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can put everything on one team and not even look at the other team slots. But me personally, this is my rubric, this is my video, this is my account reviews. And if I'm gonna grade it on how I grade my things, which is very much my opinion, this is like a 7. So let's go ahead and move on, shall we? Let's go to see your PvP. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Have you done draft? Have you done draft? No, you haven't done draft today. What about rewards? Have you done it at all? No, you haven't even touched draft. Okay, that's fine, whatever. Draft is a shit game mode anyway. What about your Champ 2? Good stuff. Great stuff. That's a good high score for you. Excuse me, for ungeared. So that's already 7 points because, you know, rubric. If you're Champ 5, that's 5 points and you get 1 point per level above Champ 5. So Champ 2, that's 3 points or 2 points. No, that's 3 points. I'm stupid. So technically that's 8. You have an 8 for PvP. Wait, are you Champ? I didn't look at that correctly. So you're Champ 2 casually. Okay. And then what about your geared? Is your gear going to be like anything over gold? That'd be great. That's the wrong thing. I always get confused because I don't play geared PvP. Champ 3. Okay. No, I'll give you a solid 10. No, you get 10. You beat the criteria that is PvP, which is playing geared for fuck all no reason. Geared is useless. But, you know, if you play it, you play it. So, yeah, you get a perfect score for PvP. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Looks like you actually enjoy it. I respect it. So, yeah, that was an easy 10. Let's, move on over to storage. Let's see what we got. Well, let's see what we got going on, man. Let's see it. Let's see it. This is just gonna traumatize me. 27. Okay. You still got your holy relics. I guess I should look at your holy relics because it looks like you probably have all of them if you still have your coins. That's my guess anyway. Crazy mats, but again, this makes sense if you're a full free to play because there aren't cosmetics for you to upgrade. So this makes perfect sense as a free to play. So you know you're selling that free to play aspect more and more to me. A lot of OG, a lot of Belmoths, a lot of standard demon stuff here. 29 UR penance is nuts. How the fuck do you have 29? Considering all your UR characters are maxed out. Brother, I'm broke as hell. So, yeah, you're gonna have to show me that. 65 of those is pretty good. Pretty insane, actually. And then 160 Endura fragments, cool. A lot of True Awaken stuff, which I do respect. I see the SA coins, I'm not going to acknowledge them that. But I do respect that you have a lot of TA coins and your box isn't like crazy with TA characters. I respect the hell out of that. I like, okay, it's like, you know, relatively important characters for PvE and PvP, but like nothing insane. And you have a lot to spare for, you know, those goated characters that come out every now and then. So I do 100% respect that. But now we get to these SA coins. What the fuck is this Giga Farm? I don't even want to know how many, but I'm gonna guess at least 500. 488 or 484. Jesus, I can't read or type or spell or speak. 484 is pretty crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Why are we hoarding this amount of SA coins as free to play? No fucking idea. Like, at all. But like, actually, yeah, why? I don't. This is strange to me. You don't need to hoard this many coins. There will never be an event in history where we release like 4 characters at the same time except for collabs. And even still, you don't need 400 or 500 to do that. Okay? You just big hoarder time. Big hoarder time. Anything else? What the fuck? That's crazy pendants. Are we sure you're free to play? I don't even have that many pendants, bruh. Let's see. Good hammers. Good hammers. 350 is kind of wild. Kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Anything else here that sticks out to me? I'm assuming you have a lot of brownstones, right? As a true free-to-play, you should have like 40,000 brownstones, right? 94,000? Yeah, GG's, bro. I don't know what kind of hoarding you be doing in your spare time, but you're doing the wrong kind. You should have been at 18 mil. Like, what are we slacking for? This is stupid. This is actually stupid levels of hoarding. Crazy, crazy. Okay, one-use items. Let's see here. And please don't be the people that carry tickets around. Please, just don't be that guy. You carry coins around. I can only imagine that you carry the tickets as well. But I just don't want to see it. Let's see here. You have all your jump box events. You have your tickets you're saving. 34 SSR pin or tickets. A fuck load of costume enhancements. Brother, what are we smoking? Like, is every single free-to-play cosmetic for you maxed out? There's no way, right? Like, there's just no way you have every single cosmetic you own maxed out. Because, like, this is ridiculous levels of hoarding. And then 141 is cool. So this account is not free to play. That confirms it. This is definitely not a free to play account. And the reason I say that is because you cannot get these at an abundant amount as a free to play. That's not a thing. The only way to get these in an excessive amount like this is if you buy monthly. This is not a free to play account. And if it is, you're gonna have to prove that to me. You're gonna have to prove that to me instantly. Because this... Okay, to be fair though, to be fair, I'm not calling him like a fraud or anything by any means. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he didn't advertise to me that he was a free-to-play or that he was a whale. He never said any of the two. So I'm just trying to see which one he is for myself. This is whale activities. 141 of these keys is straight up whale activities. And there's just no physical way to get these, because even if you search for the location, it's purely coin shop. That's the only way to buy these, unless you're buying monthlies and weeklies. So I'm gonna go to coin shop and see how many coins you got, because I actually didn't pay attention to that when I went there the first time. But we will see. We will see. And now let's go to miscellaneous. Guild boss farming or something along that site. Cool. Okay. So I pretty much saw everything I need to see, but let's go ahead and check your coin shop. Now that I'm here. And then you're a demonic beast, and I think that's enough of my snooping. But yeah, 3,000 silver, 1,000 gold, 191 of these is, yeah, you're not a, you're a whale. Some way, shape, or form, you are a whale. Maybe you're not anymore. You used to be though, for sure. Because this is ridiculous levels of saving. But okay. Last thing I want to check out for my own sanity will be his creature nest. Training dungeon? 7 of 10, okay. And then let's just check your special dungeon since I'm here. Let's see what we got here. 1 out of 5, 8 out of 10. Have you done your dailies? Yes. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's looking good. But now I'm just curious for the demonic holy relics and stuff. Because you do floor 4 bird. Why aren't you doing deers? We'll find out. Wait, what? Oh, you only do floor 1? What? Wait, what? Okay. I mean, that's the team. Sure. It works. That is the floor 4 team. Okay. Do you actually have everything done? Yes, you have every relic in the game. Okay. You're fine. Yep, that's fine. Skull and Needhogger is insane. And then you're using DK Melee over King and Deanne. You're insane, buddy. You're insane. I respect it. I do. But you're crazy. All right. I mean, yeah, that's my proof, I guess. And then you haven't done Labyrinth yet. You don't even have the Lancelot cosmetic. Have you done it at least one time? No. You don't even have a crystal. Yeah, so he just doesn't care about the Lancelot cosmetic. Okay, that's free to play cosmetics. So let me just double check one thing. When it comes to cosmetics, I need to see this for myself. So you, okay, yeah. You have all of the free to play outfits for Margaret. Is this a free to play outfit? I mean, it is after a while, but you do have all of her outfits. They're not leveled up, so yeah, we're hoarding for no reason. You have all of Merlin's free to play outfits, except you bought this. Okay, yeah, definitely a previous whale or a pseudo whale of sorts. You have a Melon cosmetic. Yeah, this is, yeah, okay. Okay, that proves my point. Okay, so you're definitely a spender of some sort. Cool, that's all I needed to see. But you have an insane amount of cosmetics that need to be upgraded, and you're hoarding for no reason. Okay, final verdict for the storage. Now that I'm done yapping about that, it's gonna be like a solid 4. I'm gonna be honest. That storage is abysmal. That is bad. There's no amount of flexing in reality that can cope why you're hoarding all this stuff. Like, only thing that's respectful in hoarding here is like what, the holy relic tokens. You have all of those. You have no enhanced relics on your high CC characters, or relics. You don't have any enhanced cosmetics on your high CC characters. I don't know why we're hoarding these mats. You can obviously start building your characters to level 100 now that your lowest level character is level 90. That should be your next step. I don't know where we're hoarding. And you know, if you're building CC, I don't know why we're hoarding. If you're building characters, I don't know why we're hoarding. Like, that's literally the entire premise of this storage. So genuinely, not even a 4. This is bad. The storage is so good, it's bad. That's the problem. So I'm honestly gonna give you a 1 for storage. I'm gonna be dead ass. Like, call it harsh, but like, there's no reason to be holding on to this many cosmetic items. There's just none. Not a singular reason on this planet. It makes no sense. So that's gonna be a video. Overall, it's a great account. It's really good. You're just doing like the most noob thing a 17 mil can do, which is hoard. And I'm speaking from a very hypocritical place, because I hoard, but not to this extent. I hoard in a way that's smart. I'm not saying you're not smart by any means, but I have my calculations. The reason I hoard, because I have enough resources. I make sure I have enough resources to build the next new character while I'm hoarding at the same time. You are just hoarding for the love of the game. And one of your things was, let me double check. Let me make sure I'm not lying here. Did you even have anything you needed help with? Because if that's the case, that obviously that's going to be a 0. But I don't think you had any sort of help thing here. Oh no, you said you can want me to tell you how to improve it. Yeah, see, that was your words, straight up from your words in DMs. How to improve it? That just changed my entire premise of your account. So not only did you like completely lie in a sense, because you know how to improve the account, it's to use your items, because you've already been doing that to get you to 17 mil basically. But this account is just so clickbaity and is storage heavy. So honestly, I changed my mind. I'm gonna give you a 0 for storage, and then how to improve it, you already know that, so I'm also giving you a 0 for that, and that's gonna round up your points to 39. Like, you know it's bad. You know it's extremely bad when you are the first storage in history. No, actually, you're the second. So you're the second storage in history to get a 0, but you know it's bad when you have 1 less point than Roofy. That's gonna be a video, man. Like, subscribe. We're done. This account was so underwhelming. It's insane.